Hey, what's up, everyone? All Time Scary brought this up. Now, I don't know if he is the original one to mention this or not, but do any of you remember a large hurricane barreling toward the coast of the United States, the east coast of the United States, on the day of 9/11? It wasn't mentioned by any of the meteorologists, and it wasn't well known on the news. You don't see a lot of documentation of it, but apparently it was an event that took place, and the hurricane suddenly it did a 150-degree turn and took off out into the ocean. They said it had the power of Hurricane Superstorm Sandy, and it was as large as Hurricane Katrina, something like that, or maybe vice versa. But regardless, I don't remember hearing anything about it. I remember people saying that it was a bright and sunny day in New York until that event happened. And I don't remember anything about it raining, but they're saying that it was raining ahead of this storm in New York, even though the meteorological videos from that day show that they didn't call for rain anywhere. It was supposed to be clear. But I did find a very freaky thing in All Time Scary's video where the meteorologist brings up, listen to this, the meteorologist foreshadowed or said, it's quiet, too quiet. And when someone says too quiet, it means that something large or bad is about to happen, or something eerie is in the air.
In New York City, on the same day that the towers went down, it had been heading on an impossibly straight line for New York. Power was comparable to Hurricane Sandy.
Country kids.
I want you to watch this. Check out the forecast, the weather forecast, for the morning of 9/11, 2001.
On this Tuesday, the night of the Latin Grammys. Sunny skies down through Texas, all the way from the bottom of Texas to the top of North Dakota. Little rain to the right of North Dakota. Parts of North Dakota may see a little rain. To the west of the country, no problem. To the east of the country, no problems except down in Florida, a little rain. Other than that, it's kind of quiet around the country. We like quiet. It's quiet. It's too quiet. That's a quick look at the national forecast. Here's an early look at your weather.
Quiet, too quiet. Now, I don't know about you, but that's kind of eerie. Sounds like predictive programming or like they knew something. Now, why would they say quiet? Kind of quiet out there, too quiet. See, you see clear skies, sunny, just some rough seas in the east that day, and that was the early show. Now it says the early show right there.
No problems except down in Florida, a little rain. Other than that, it's kind of quiet around the country. We like quiet. It's quiet. It's too quiet.
And he said, we like quiet. And he said, unless it's quiet, too quiet. Now, that right there, unless it's quiet, too quiet, that's like foreshadowing the event that was about to take place. And then we have another major plane crash 2 months later that no one remembers. That's very interesting. Hardly anyone remembers it. Over 265 people met their fate of death that day. They died in the fiery crash. And oddly enough, there's documentation about it, but there's also documents talking about how not many people remember it. There's also contradictory information saying, did this plane fall into the sea or the ocean? And that's why people don't remember it. But that's not the case because there's pictures and videos showing streets and buildings burning and rubble everywhere on fire. So, give your thoughts on all of this. It's also interesting to see this meteorologist say, quiet, too quiet. I'll let you hear it again. This was stated on the morning of 9/11, September 11th, 2001.
Rain. To the west of the country, no problem. To the east of the country, no problems except down in Florida, a little rain. Other than that, it's kind of quiet around the country. We like quiet. It's quiet. It's too quiet. That's a quick look at the national forecast. Here's an early look at your weather.
Now that was the morning of 9/11. So the question that he posed was, why did all the 9/11 videos show bright and sunny skies if airports all across the East Coast were reporting rain that day? It's two contradictory stories, two conflicting experiences. And this hurricane just took a dive out into the ocean and went away and seemingly just disappeared. Now, actually, I seem to remember this hurricane. I feel as though I can remember this hurricane. and they were talking about how storms were going to get stronger, and I was obsessed with that. The storms were going to get stronger, things were going to get worse. I remember feeling that, and they talked about it a lot. But what are your thoughts on this? Shout out to All Time Scary. This hurricane did a 150-degree turn, an unprecedented turn. It just flew off into the ocean. Never hit the coast. But there's still reported rain. But yet, there's still reports of rain. But yet, you don't see any on videos. Now that's 9/11 right there. September 11th. Hurricane Aaron, September 10th, the image from September 10th. And it was about to hit September 11th, and they said it just decides to take a turn, and that much power in a hurricane just decides to take a turn and just leave. So shout out to All Time Scary, shout out to his channel. I thank him for the information. I find that to be very interesting, given the fact that the meteorologist, now he didn't bring this up, but the fact they said it's quiet, too quiet. I find that to be quite freaky. I find that to be a case of predictive programming, or someone knew something, possibly.
No problems except down in Florida, a little rain. Other than that, it's kind of quiet around the country. We like quiet. It's quiet. It's too quiet. That's a quick look at the Nashville forecast. Here's an early look at your one.
He said, we like quiet around here. It's quiet. Too quiet. Unless it's quiet, too quiet. That's kind of interesting. Peace. Signing out. Keep your thoughts with us. A lot going on. But that's not what this video is about. Just wanted to say, found it interesting. Is this another case of predictive programming where someone knew something? I'll let you decide. Peace. Signing out. Blessings to all. I love you all.